shadow of the devil's spine, where the wind sings low through the hangman's vine. Ghost town whispers, a tale unfolds beneath the hollow sky in the cold. Whiskey bottles lay by forgotten graves, each sip a memory of the brave. Dance the hollow sky waltz under the moon's pale light, twirl with the ghosts of those lost to the night. Feet step in dust where the shadows play, the hollow sky waltz calls the souls who stray. Silent deserts hold the secrets of old, of a lover's betrayal, and hearts turn cold. Train whistles mourn like a funeral cry, past burning churches where faith did die. She promised forever by the light of the stars, now she's just another scar. Dance the hollow sky waltz under the moon's pale light, twirl with the ghosts of those lost to the night. Love's a bitter trail of the lonesome and gray, the hollow sky waltz sweeps the broken away. In the cursed land's grip, under twilight's crown, I face the east where my life burned down. Dust storm roars a reckoning tune, her face appears in the eye of the monsoon. Dance the hollow sky waltz with fury and might, claim the revenge in the dead of the night. Storm's rage cleanses the sins of the fray, the hollow sky waltz where I lay her to stay. In the embrace of the land, under a star so high, I dance alone where the lost souls sigh. The hollow sky waltz, my final goodbye, a dance with the shadows under the cursed sky.
In the shadow of the dust, blowing chapel, where the whiskey stains the barren ground, lies a tale of an outlaw, faded and frazzled, in a ghost town where silence is the only sound. Train whistle moans through cursed lands afar, echoing the screams that never quite heal. Blood on his heart under a vengeful star, with a grip as cold as steel. Blood on the outlaw heart, riding through the storm, cursed from the start where the forlorn forms. In the dead of night where shadows part, only the moon knows the blood on the outlaw heart. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a time when his soul wasn't sold to the gun. Betrayal burned under sapphire skies. Now he's just a shadow, always on the run. A forgotten grave, a burning church, memories as harsh as the desert sands. Each step he takes, a painful lurch, in this desolate forsaken land. Blood on the outlaw heart, darkness at his side, haunted by the part where the last light died. In the silent desert he makes his art, painting his sorrow with blood on the outlaw heart. By the cold light of a hangman's moon, he faces down the ghosts that plague his mind. In the heart of night he hums a lonesome tune, the truth he seeks but never hopes to find. Blood on the outlaw heart, a tale of rage and scorn. On this cursed path he was reborn. In his final stand, his shadows dart, he embraces the dust. Blood on the outlaw heart, the echo of his deeds, a whisper in the dark, as the world forgets the blood on the outlaw heart.
Out where the wind whispers secrets and sage, through the ghost town where shadows wage, long wars and silence under moon's cold light. I ride this cursed land through the blackest night. Old church bell tolls for souls it can't save, a symphony for the damned in a forgotten grave. Raise your glass to the sky, let the whiskey preach, as dust storms dance with a sorrow no man can breach. This is the last ride, waltz under new set tide. Spurs cut deep, heart bleeds, fading out of sight. She was a flame-haired beauty with a serpent's kiss, promised eternity in a bed of bliss. But betrayal burned hotter than a desert sun, found her lies twisted fast as a smoke-filled gun. Now every train whistles a mournful cry for a love lost like a too quick goodbye. The memories drown, lost in the whirl of a dusty gown. The last ride waltz, a cursed melody plays, echoing through these silent damned old days. In a town too dead for the dead to roam, I found her locking, returned to the home we'd known. My heart ached raw, but my path lay clear. Revenge or mercy, the choice was mine to steer. Cowboys tell this last ride waltz with the devil. I dance in the dust of what was. I take my final stance. Out where the wind
bites cold through canyon scars, past the ghost town where dreamers die beneath the stars. My boots kick up the tales of men whose luck ran dry. Lost souls echo round the gallows, they ain't yet learned to die. A dusty bottle whispers lies from the edge of a worn saloon. I pour the whiskey, feel the past under a blood-red moon. These boots have walked through forsaken lands, crossed the lines where the curse ascends, whisper secrets in the devil's ear, every step, every mile, driven by fear under the sky, so vast, so grand. I roam a shadow in no man's land. Heard the whistle of a train like a ghost, lonesome cry, through the valley where my love's old promise lies. She was pure like dawn, her betrayal left me scorched earth. Found her whispers in a storm where our love had no worth. Her locket in my pocket, heart's picture torn and curled. In this silent desert I wander, a forgotten world. These boots have tread on broken dreams, through burning churches and silent screams, echoes of gunfire, a faded cheer, each ghostly bullet I shed no tear beneath the heavens, so stark, so bland. I walk alone, a cursed man, at the edge of an old forgotten grave. I meet my foe, bold and brave. Steel glints cold under the eye of the setting sun. 2 bullets loaded, but room for only one. The dust settles on the choices we make, revenge or redemption. What path to take? Now these boots stop at the crossroads stones, where the wind through the mesquite moans. I've chosen the trail where the wild spirits dance. In the dust of the desert I found my chance, under the stars, so silent, so grand. I lay my burdens in the cursed sand, a ballad for the souls who roam, and dusty boots far from home.
Rusty spurs on dusty boots, under skies of thunderous gloom, crossing trails of broken stones. In this town souls moan, whiskey bottle clutched in hand, shadows stretch from cursed lands. Echoes of a train sad whistle rides the wind through thorns and thistle. I'm riding through the revenge, past forgotten graves, haunted by the love I lost and the choices that I made. And each hoof beat a pounding plea beneath the hanging tree, in search of peace or ending, whichever waits for me. By the light of a lone star peak, across the plain her voice still speaking, In a churchyard fire's wake, among the embers my heart stakes. Betrayal's kiss on her cold lips led me to this apocalypse. A life for a life, the old law raids in the dust. My conscience bleeds. Riding through the revenge by silent desert's edge, ghosts of what we could have been, dancing over the ledge. With every mile I claim, I'm called by her name, carving lines of fate and blame in the sands of shame. In the mirror of the night, my shadows cast aside, faced by the man I've become, nowhere left to hide. Meet the eyes of a haunted soul at the duel of dust patrol. Fire and smoke may decide who's lost and who's survived. Still riding through the revenge, where wild spirits bend. The past a noose that tightens with the truths I can't amend. This revenge I ride alone becomes my broken throne in a kingdom of bone where love's never grown. So I'll ride neath the cursed sky till the day I die, chasing shadows side by side with the ghosts of you and I.
In the heart of a ghost town under a blood-red sky, an old church burns its ashes, tell no lie. Whiskey bottles lay at the base of forgotten graves, echoes of our laughter carried away by the desert waves. Wind whispers secrets, cold and bleak. In this cursed town, it's the silence that speaks. Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild in the shadows of sin. I was beguiled. You were the storm, I the lone prairie, lost in the dust storm of what used to be. The train whistles mourned on the night you fled, with a heart full of bullets and lies unsaid. Our bed was a coffin, our dreams lay dead, trapped in the memories I can't shed. You promised forever under that old gold cross. Now it's just me and the shadows, tangled and lost. Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild in the shadows of sin. I was beguiled from the depths of night to the break of day. I've been chasing your ghost, but you faded away. Of this town where the wild dogs howl, I found your locket, felt the old pain growl. The truth hid hard under the moon's cruel glare. In this land of the lost, was our love ever fair? So here's to the nights where the whiskey drowns the past and its lies in ghostly towns. Oh my love, no more dances, no more wiles. I walk alone through these endless miles, haunted by the love that time reviles. Burying your memory under the desert tiles. And
As the sun sets on this cursed land, I tip my hat with my heart in my hand. A lone gunslinger, a tale of woe. In the land of the lost, let the cold winds blow.
Lost souls in the night, a lone train whistle moans under the pale moonlight. Ghost town shadows dance on walls of crumbling stone. A lone figure stands, his heart turned cold as bone. He made a deal with the devil's devil deep beneath the sand, for a shot of vengeance in a cursed and barren land. Burning churches, forgotten graves, the echoes of his plea. Now he walks with ghosts, the price of being free. Dusty bar with a floor that told of sin. He lost his love to a gamble, her smile traded in. Promises like vapor in the desert's harsh embrace. Her laughter now just whispers, her touch a fading trace. He struck a deal with the devil's devil, hard, black as coal. Traded his soul for a chance to fill this hollow hole. Burning churches, silent deserts, where no righteous man shall tread. He walks alone, a spirit among the dead. Starlit void where silence makes its bed. He faced the truth within him, words unsaid. The devil laughed a cold laugh as he drew his final breath. There's no escape from vengeance, not even in death. There's a deal with the devil's devil that binds like iron chains. In the haunted hush of night, only sorrow remains. Burning memories, fading tracks, in lands that God forgot. He's the ghost of his own making, the outlaw that time caught.
In the shadow of the old ghost town, the clocks all froze at 12. The wind whispers secrets in a language of a dusty spell. Whiskey bottle lying empty next to boots worn by the gales. Underneath the stars that flicker over lands that God forgot. Midnight in the silent grave, where the lost souls come to play. Echoes of the train whistle moans of wood
Cold beside the river where we kissed under the night. Found her whispering a letter with the truth as sharp as knives. Said she's gone to seek her fortune, left me dead but still alive. Midnight in the silent grave, where shadows stretch and reach. Sound of burning church bells ringing far beyond the preacher's speech. Every flame of faded love, every ash a dream we crave. Midnight in the silent grave, where we count the sins we say. There's a curse upon my heart, like the curse upon this land. In the dust storm's heart, I see her with a pistol in her hand. Ghosts of what we were start dancing in the ruins of the chapel. I draw my gun as midnight strikes, revenge of bitter apple. Midnight in the silent grave, now her ghost no longer roams. Silence falls like heavy curtains on the stage of flesh and bones. Every shot a loud confession, every echo a farewell. Midnight in the silent grave, in this haunted desert shell. The song drips with the essence of a haunted, forsaken place. The music, a slow haunting melody that walks through the ruins of love and betrayal.
Whispers in the burning barn. In the shadow of a dust-worn town stands a barn ablaze. Smoke like dancing spirits, whispers fuel the haze. A cracked whiskey bottle at the threshold, cursed land's embrace. Moonlight on the gallows where forgotten names find grace. Whispers in the burning barn, tales of love betrayed. Ashes hold the secrets of the hearts that stray. Ghostly echoes call me to settle up the score. In this lonely desert, justice thirsts for more. Years ago, beneath the stars, a love was sworn in silence, but betrayal's knife was sharp, wrought in midnight's violence. A fire sparked by a lover's hand, now revenge is nigh. Train whistles mournful tunes as old ghosts pass by. Whispers in the burning barn, a requiem for the damned. Fires cleanse the sins of a soul where once they grandly stood. Forgotten graves tell no lies, earth keeps what it claims. Desert's breath grows colder as it whispers your name.
church, my heart faced its foe. Silhouettes in the firelight, dancing slow and low. The truth was a blade, sharp and cold in the hand of my fairest. In the ashes of that sacred place, found the depth of my despair. Now whispers in the burning barn guide my weary gun. Love's debt paid with fiery breath under the setting sun. This land of dust and echo knows my final stand. Whispers quiet as I walk, a ghost upon the sand.
Out where the whistle cuts the silence, ghost town cries. Desert sands hide the sins under the devil's hollow sky. Whiskey bottles lay like markers, memories gone dry. Old church shadows flicker as the cold wind sighs. Oh, beneath the devil's hollow sky, where our broken promises and dreams did lie. Every star a story, every gust a ghostly cry, left here alone to ponder under the devil's hollow sky. Rode through cursed lands where love's sweet rose once bloomed. Turned my back on daylight where them dark deeds loom. Her laughter now just whispers in the moonlit midnight gloom. A love betrayed, a heart mislaid, led me to this tomb. Yes, beneath the devil's hollow sky, revenge a bitter drink on which I steadily rely. A gun my solemn company on this path where angels shine. All that's left is settling scores under the devil's hollow sky. Dust storms rage like my fury, nowhere left to hide. Face to face with the man in black on this final ride. Truths unravel in our glares, no more need for pride. Two bullets speak in silence, redemption or a guide. Now beneath the devil's hollow sky, lay down my burdens as the night whispers goodbye. This land, these scars, witness to my side. Forgive me, Lord, I'm the shadow of a ghost town under a red sky, the wind moans secrets as old as time. Bottle whiskey lying in the sand where the spirits sigh, the echoes of betrayal in each sip I find. Whispers in the whiskey calling out my name, haunted tales of love lost and the devil's game. In the depths of amber liquid, I see her face, drowned in the fire water lies my disgrace. That cursed night by the burning church's light, her love was sold on a cold dust storm's rise. Betrayal's knife hidden deep in her eyes left me with nothing but a heart turned to ice. Whispers in the whiskey calling out my name, tales of vengeance stirring, setting my soul aflame. Every drop of memory, every swig of pain, in the whiskey shadow I call her name in vain. Face to face with my reflection in the broken glass, a specter of the man I was fading fast. Promised life forgotten, graves scattered in the past. Now revenge whispers with the wind's cold blast. Whispers in the whiskey, this is my final stand. In the silence of the desert, I take the law in hand. The truth in the bottle, the gun cold in my grasp. In the land of the cursor, I found my peace at last.
In the shadow of a dust-worn town stands a barn ablaze. Smoke like dancing spirits, whispers fuel the haze. A cracked whiskey bottle at the threshold, cursed land's embrace. Moonlight on the gallows where forgotten names find grace. Whispers in the burning barn, tales of love betrayed. Ashes hold the secrets of the hearts that stray. Ghostly echoes call me to settle up the score. In this lonely desert, justice thirsts for more. Years ago beneath the stars, a love was sworn in silence, but betrayal's knife was sharp, wrought in midnight's violence. A fire sparked by a lover's hand, now revenge is nigh. Train whistles, mournful tunes as old ghosts pass by. Whispers in the burning barn, a requiem for the damned. Fires cleanse the sins of a soul where once they grandly stood. Forgotten graves tell no lies, earth keeps what it claims. Desert's breath grows colder as it whispers your name.
There by the light of the burning church, my heart faced its foe. Silhouettes in the firelight, dancing slow and low. The truth was a blade, sharp and cold, in the hand of my fairest, in the ashes of that sacred place. Found the depth of my despair. Now whispers in the burning barn guide my weary gun. Love's debt paid with fiery breath under the setting sun. This land of dust and echo knows my final stand. Whispers quiet as I walk a ghost upon the sand.
Out where the shadows meld with the scorched plain, church once stood. Proud neath the sun's rain, met the horizon with a spire so tall. Now just ashes where the fire did crawl. Whiskey bottles clink in the ghost town bar, while a dust storm wails neath a cursed star. Dance, dance, the church fire waltz in the silence of the ruins and the faults. Spin with the ghosts in the pale moonlight, where the flames took her from me that night. I heard her laughter on the old train's whistle, saw betrayal's face, cold as a thistle. She loved another, took my heart to the grain, left me with nothing but the drought and my pain. One strike of the match, burning bright and fast in that old church wood, laid our love to its last. Dance, dance, the church fire waltz with the echoes of our love and its assaults. Twirl with the memories I can't fight, silent desert screams in the firelight. In the burned pews I see her face, haunted, taunting, lost in that fiery embrace. Was it revenge that led my hand, or her heart too broken to understand? Dance, dance, the church fire waltz on a bed of embers and the frost. Forgotten graves call out my name. In the church fire's glow I claim my shame. Dance, dance, the church fire waltz alone, where my soul can meet its cost. Step with the shadows that know my plight, under starlit skies I embrace the night. Beneath the sliver of a hunter's moon, shadows stretch long over cracked earth and the bones of a town gone wrong. Whiskey bottle clutched in the grip of a trembling hand. Midnight in the desert wind, where the cursed land stands. Oh, how the night cries out in silence so grim. Ghostly whispers dance with the desert wind. Memories
memories haunt me like the train's lonely hymn. Midnight calls me to sin's long dim. There's a story etched in the dust of an old church door about a love betrayed and a vow to settle the score. In the heart of the night, where lost promises lay, a lover's deceit and the price one must pay. Oh, the desert knows my heart, the secrets it's kept, the nights I've roamed, the tears I've wept. In the whispering wind is a promise yet, midnight in the desert never to forget. By the light of a fire that burns ever low, I face the ghost of the man I used to know. In the mirror of time, my faded eyes see the depth of the pain, the cost of being free. So I'll ride through the night under starlight so thin, with the echoes of my past and the roar of the wind. Let the desert take what's left of my sin. Midnight's redemption, where end and begin. And the moon hangs heavy, a witness old and wise to the tales of the desert under infinite skies. Out where the horizon bleeds sunset hues, old whiskey bottles tell their somber tales. Dust storms dance with ghosts of a cursed crew, and the train whistles moan old lonesome ways. Here in this dead town the church bell rang, once a beacon, now just fire and smoke. A testament to what the dark wind sang, on tongues of flames her dreams and demons spoke. Echoes from the desert wind, silent whispers of the sins, burning hearts and cold goodbyes. Underneath these haunted skies, hear the echoes clear and thin. Desert wind, take me again. There was a girl with eyes like stormy night, fell for a drifter with a shadow past, promised her love under the moon so bright, but desert roses just ain't built to last. By the forgotten grave they swore their oath, neath the watchful eyes of starlit plains, till she found him cold, his heart betrothed to the desert's curse that in his blood remains. Echoes from the desert wind cry for love that might have been, broken vows on sacred ground, lost souls never to be found. goodnight, left him lying where the earth and skyline meet. Echoes from the desert wind, final shots of revenge begin. Whispers fade into the night, desert wind carry my plight. Hear the echoes now grow thin. Desert wind, I'm yours again. This ballad spins a tale as old and warm as the desert trails, meant for a voice that has weathered many storms, echoing the sorrows carved by the relentless desert wind.
Out where the shadows haunt the scorched sand, under a ghostly moonlight stand, voices whisper through silver sage, a tale of a man and his darkened rage. Whiskey bottle by a worn boot side, dust devils dance where secrets hide. The eerie wail of a distant train echoes the gunslinger's haunting pain. No mercy in the gunslinger's eyes, cold as the desert nights, clear skies, each bullet a mark, each step a sin. No mercy where vengeance begins. Once loved a maiden fair and bright, her laughter a beacon in the night. Betrayed by a friend under blood-red skies, she lay in a church that no longer cries. Through forgotten towns his boots tread on, past burning crosses and love long gone. His heart turned to stone on that cursed morn, left nothing but fury, tattered and worn. No mercy in the gunslinger's eyes, haunted like ghost towns under stormy skies, each bullet a story, each scar a sign. No mercy on this broken line. At the edge of the world in the silence vast, he faced his betrayer from shadows cast. Words are wind in the desert's roar, only the gun speaks with final law. No mercy in the gunslinger's deeds, across these cursed lands his sorrow bleeds. Under a blackened veil he claims his due. No mercy, only the desert knew.
In the shadow of the mesa where the cold winds never rest, a
bottle lay beside him, amber proof of his quest. A lonely train whistle cuts through the cursed night air. In a town too dead for dying, no salvation anywhere. No mercy in the lost love, no tears left to cry. The stars above unblinking, cold in the desert sky. Whispered vows, now ashes, scattered in the breeze. Nothing left but to haunt this ghost town's memories. He rode in with a heart full, left with it torn apart. Her lies were like a razor, slicing through his heart. A church once stood as witness, now in embers it lays. Her silhouette in the doorway as the organ softly played. No mercy in the lost love, burned dreams at his feet. Echoes of old footsteps down the empty street. Promises like tumbleweeds rolling out of sight in the cool, relentless shadows of the unforgiving night. Of the desert, faced the truth he knew inside. The love he thought eternal was the first thing that had died. Revenge, a bitter whiskey, he sipped it slow and neat. His heart as dry as the bones that lay forgotten in the heat. No mercy in the lost love, only dust and bone. Revolver by his side as he walks the sands alone. Once a heart brimmed with passion, now with vengeance it's laced. A gunslinger with no name in the vast silent waste. Where the shadows stretch along and lean, under a sky bare as old bones stripped clean, the ghost town whistles its eerie lore, echoes of steps that tread no more. Whiskey bottles lie in the sand, spilled secrets of a forsaken land. Whispers in the hollow sky, calling me by name. Curse her winds, they testify to a land that's lost to flame. Every dusk a muted cry from lips that speak in vain. Whispers in the hollow sky sing a lonesome, haunted refrain. The church once proud now flames, a testament to playing wicked games. Her love was a dagger hidden in a smile so sweet, left me a wanted man wandering in defeat. By a crumbling well I recall her face, forgotten graves moan her embrace. Whispers in the hollow sky haunting me
Whispers in the hollow sky, echo sends wash thin. Where the old train cries, I face the devil in her angel's guise. The truth struck sharp like the desert's cold. Revenge, a story in my blood retold. A bullet's echo, a soft goodbye. Silence fell neath the hollow sky. Whispers in the hollow sky, no more they speak my name. Desert's breath, the final sigh, ends this wretched game. Dawn breaks on my alibi as shadows claim their fame. Whispers now forever lie in the hollow sky. I stake my claim. Each line aims to evoke the haunting, eerie atmosphere of a life marked by betrayal and the pursuit of vengeance. Grounded in a landscape barren and spectral, swirling with the ghosts of the past. Out past the rusted railroad spikes, where the ghost towns kiss the sky, I ride on a stallion black as sin, through the whiskey, dust, and lies. Under that old gallows tree, where the shadows whisper crimes, a bottle swings an unmarked grave, lost loves and forgotten times. Riding through the whiskey, flames lick at my side, haunted by the heartache that I can't leave behind. Every sip of memory, every gulp of grave, riding through the whiskey, the broken man's parade. She was a fire in the chapel that burned it down to lace. Her kiss a promise of betrayal, gone without a trace. That night the desert knew her whispers underneath the crescent moon. She fled with my old rival to the tune of a trader's tune. Riding through the whiskey with revenge burning bright, and dark spirit guide me through the cold curse at night. Every sip a story, every gulp a scar, riding through the whiskey to where the fallen are. In a dusty bar at the edge of despair, I saw her face, wind tangled in her hair. Guns drawn, eyes locked, time took a breath. In a silent town where the only exit is death. Riding through the whiskey, let the spirits be my guide. I found my peace in the thunder, her treachery denied. For every sip of sorrow, for every gulp of pain, riding through the whiskey, neath the endless starlit plain. town, whispers low and shy. Dust devils dance where dreams did die, among forgotten graves and lovers' lies. Whiskey bottle at my side, echoes of a train set cry. Every track leads but to where even the brave don't dare to pry. I'm dancing with a silent grave, where shadows rule and winds misbehave. Lost souls waltz in the moon's dim light. In this haunted desert I roam through the night. Revenge is a partner holding tight. As we dance, dance away the plight. Once loved a girl with fire in her gaze. In that old church we'd dream of days, but betrayal's knife laid our hopes to waste. Her vows burned down in a hellish blaze. Now every whisper in the sand brings her laughter close at hand. Yet here I stand, a gun cold in my trembling hand, dancing with a silent grave, under stars that no prayer can save. Her ghost, it twirls alone and slide in the desert's heart, away from the light. My vengeance, a quiet serpent's bite. As I dance, dance into the endless night. Oh, the mirror of the night, so vast, reveals the truth of shadows cast. No bullet or tear can change the past, only dusty dreams in the twilight of mass. Is this dance with death a folly at last, or redemption's path wide and vast? Still I'm dancing with a silent grave, where the lost and the damned forget to be brave. In the cold clasp of the earth's embrace, I find her smile, the sweetest trace. At peace with the ghosts I've come to face. Here I'll stay in this silent, forsaken